if we look at this from a slightly different perspective on the 4-hour chart, my opinion on that initial X to A leg changes, right? Instead of starting from this swing high to this swing low, I actually see this swing high, right? If I measure out these ebbs and flows, right? We kind of come down a little bit and we do this little bounce right here. I actually see this as being a legit starting point in its own right. And why this makes a difference is because if I go back to my Fibonacci retracement tool and I draw it on from the swing high to the swing low, we now actually hit that 50% retracement, which puts me on alert for a bat pattern. So we're looking at a potential advanced pattern formation that looks like this: X to A to B, B to C, and a CD completion right here at our 886, or rather the zone between our 886 and our X leg. And we would be looking at that as a potential bearish situation. For you guys, I saw the video that I did on volume profile. I'm going to try to show a lot of examples in here just to kind of follow up on that video. Here's an example where we can use our volume profile tool and we can kind of get a little bit of confirmation, hopefully. Yeah, there we go, right in that level. You can see we're currently trading. We have a little bit of a void right here. We'll talk about that later. And then our volume picks up pretty much right below that 886 zone. So that's a good news for our pattern, unless it comes a few pips before and turns around, which would not be good news. It would be horrible, but that is trading. Now, I mentioned earlier we have a simple pattern forming within, or a classic pattern, I should say, forming within this advanced pattern, and that is going to be this move right here. If we take a look at our most recent swing up and our little consolidation here, what we have is actually a flag pattern, a bullish flag pattern. And not only is it a bullish flag pattern, which means we would project it to go bullishly, right? But it is a bullish flag pattern that just broke and closed above a previous level of structure. So not only do we have a bullish bias from the bullish flag pattern, but we have a bullish bias from the break and close above structure. We already have a target zone or a zone of interest from the bat pattern and the volume spike. So if you are a flag trader, right, not only can you wait for the bat pattern, which is a completely separate thing in its own right, but you can also look to trade the potential breakout up to that level. And if you're someone that likes to get fancy, if you're living dangerously, you can, and it's within your rules, of course. Everything we do must be within your rules. That way it's a good trade. That should go known, but we have new viewers each and every week. We are rule-following traders here. Don't you guys worry. But you can also look to buy it in advance to here, stop and reverse, which would mean you automatically, not automatically, but you directly go from your buy order, take your profit, and turn around and sell it and